Heyo, welcome to Ninja Build Reviews, and I am here today to take a look at the Transformers 1 Ultimate Energon Optimus Prime. And it's been a while, folks, I know. A little over 2 months since I posted my last video, and I've been busy, and I've just let the channel go, and that's really just it. And once again, thank you to all my subscribers and viewers for 500 subscribers. Really appreciate it, really love it, and so now I got to get back into it. And I'm going to start with this. I've got several toys to display, including a couple of really awesome, cool toys that Jimmy sent me last year for Christmas. I've just let the channel fall to the wayside, and that's my fault. That's none of your guys' fault. It's just my fault for feeling. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at this, so let's get started, and we'll get started with the packaging. We'll move this big guy out of the way, and he is a big guy, and I love it. Here is the packaging, and it says Transformers going up the side there, nice bold red letters. Got a picture of Optimus Prime going on there. Transformers 1 says Ultimate Energon Optimus Prime, Hasbro 6+. On this side, you got some nice artwork. I love that golden red emblem. Very cool. Nice artwork going on there. On the other side, you have more artwork going on. Really cool. Promotional artwork for Transformers 1. On the bottom, you've got corporate stuffs. There you go. So you got all that going on. On the top, you've got Transformers 1. More of that promotional artwork. And on the back, you've got Ultimate Edition, or Ultimate Energon Optimus Prime. He's got a Matrix. He's got an axe. There's the robot. 15 steps to his real... We'll get to that. And Transformers 1, more corporate stuffs. And that's it for the packaging. And we will get him right back out here. And first and foremost, we're going to do some comparisons, because he's a big guy. He's old leader scale. We're talking pre-Kingdom, pre-Earthrise, pre-Siege scales. So, old leader scale. All right, and here is Ferric, just for scale. And my Ferric, I'll be reviewing him. As you can see, he is quite different than what you may imagine yours to be. Your copy may look different than this one because mine has been panel lined. So, because he has so much hidden detail in that sea of green, as you can see. Look at all that detail that is just there. I mean, look at that. It's just all over. And no, that is a mistake. That there's little lines on either side you can see there. But it's just a lot of detail. Anyway, that's Ferric. Who I got here? I've got a little Galaxy class Lockheed guy, Hound. So he's a big toy, and I love the old leader scales. One of my favorite scales ever. This toy isn't great. It isn't terrible either. Don't get me wrong. It isn't terrible either, but it has a lot of faults, and we're going to talk about it. But first, take a look at him, and I will have to raise my camera here a bit. There we go. Raise this up a bit, and we will take a look at that mug. Bring it in close. There he is. Focus. There you go. There's that nice, got a silver crest, blue eyes, and they are light piping, so we can get the light in there. No, but it is light piping, so still bright blue eyes. Got the Autobot symbol going on there. Pretty cool. Got that Matrix in his chest. We'll draw it back here. Lots of molded detail on the head too, so that's pretty cool. Speaking of the head, we're gonna just pull this right back. Pull this right back. Lower this back down. There you go. Head will look up thanks to that right there. If you move it by itself, it looks up a good deal. Down, not so much. Got a little side-to-side play going on there. Full span on that. Arms here, got some red, clear blue going on here on the arms. I don't much care for that, but it's part of the the Energon Optimus series. Energon covered fists, maybe. I don't know, but got that red going on there. Panel lined a bit of this. Just gray there, simple gray. There's that axe. We'll talk about that in just a moment and get that off of there. Look at how hollow this thing is. This thing is waffly, man. Really waffly. You know, it doesn't look bad from the front, but as soon as you turn it around, oh boy. That's where things fall apart. That's just a lot of that. So, I mean, look at the back of the arms here. I mean, that's just all waffly. That's, yeah. So, anyway, the arms will do out that far, swing all the way. Whoops! If you untab everything. Wait, there we go. Do a full 360 around, and once again out. You have a joint right here, which will spin on a mushroom peg, right up in there. So it'll spin, doing 90 degrees there. Nothing at the wrist, which is a real shame. That could have been even cooler. Doesn't have a waist swivel at all, which is a shame. Same on the other side for the arm. Legs will kick out that far, and that is pretty tight joint. So that is pretty tight joint. Takes a lot of shaking to get it there. Out in the front, same thing. Pretty tight joint, all in all. Back can't get that far because of this molded detail, but you know, that's sort of enough. Once again, just I love the fact that he can hold that pose and not worry about it. So very sturdy, very solid universal joint right there. For transformation, you gotta. Boy, I can't do it right now. But anyway, it slides back on that. So slides forward for transformation, back for robot mode. So you'll see that in there, and it just slides. So right now it doesn't want to slide. Oh, I forgot. You can't do it. It's locked in this mode. You got to unlock it, and then you can slide it. So come on. It's making a fool out of me. Slide. Just screw it. Don't care about that aspect of it. Anyway, here's the legs. Nice blue, that bright blue going on there. Energon blue. No paint on the feet. And you got a slightly over 90 degrees for the knee, which is nice. For the foot, you've got a rocker. So, deep rocker, you can get it that far. Look at that. So, no up or down. No, again, look at that. Just deep recesses, man. It's just, you know, disappointing. Anyway, he does have a matrix, and you open up his chest to get to it and pull it out. Boy, oh boy, that's the first time I've ever pulled it out. So, boy, oh boy, is it in there pretty good. There we go. So, not much detail in there. Unfortunate. This is the matrix. Clear blue plastic with a bit of gold painted right there. So not too shabby. Not too shabby. And once again, via that port and that peg, you can store it in the chest. I haven't tried it on other primes, but this looks like the matrix from the laser prime mold. So that looks the same. Hold on a minute. I'm going to go grab one. Nope. It isn't. It's different. There you go. You see it. So it is different. I thought it looked the same because of, you know, those little tabs on top, but no, it is in fact different. So, and slightly oversized. I like it. So anyway, there's a Voyager laser wave next to it, so more scale. Get that out of there. So once again, you can pop that in there and hopefully have a bit easier time with it than I did getting it out, because boy oh boy, there we go. And you just close that and it clicks nicely into place. So all in all, look, it's not a fantastic toy, but the robot mode does look good from the front. From the front and from the side, it looks pretty good. And you got some there. Port there, 5mm port there. So, I mean, it doesn't look too bad from the side. Now, the back is, that thing falls apart fast. And let me tell you, the vehicle mode is absolute trash. I mean, it is absolute trash. I'm not even gonna try to deny it or make it seem better than it really is. Because excuse me while I adjust my camera, because this thing is just trash in its vehicle mode, and I will be right back with that vehicle mode. Okay, real quick. Apparently, it does have a waist swivel. You just gotta untab that, and then you have a waist swivel. But you gotta break the mold to do it. So it does have a waist swivel, but it's mostly for transformation. So there you go. Just needed to add that. Oh, I forgot to talk about the axe real quick. Here you go. Here is the axe. It's waffly too. It's a big old axe. It's a huge honking axe. Once again, for reference, here is the Laser Prime, and look at this thing. This thing, so big honking axe. There you go. With a bit of paint up, this thing could really pop. So yeah, and it has these bendy bits there, but they're not real. It's not really for transformation. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why that joint exists, because it's not for storage, it's not for transformation, but you have it there. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's for another toy. I don't know. But anyway, there is the axe. And of course, as you saw, you can store it in either of those ports there or the port there via the pegs on either side of it. I like to store it like this myself. So, you know, has that. It has short stacks, by the way. Look at that. That's crazy. They don't extend or anything, but there's that. Or, like I said, you can store it on the leg if you want to have leg storage. You can store it there on the leg. So, wherever you want to put it. In vehicle mode, it stores in these ports here, which you'll see in a moment. And here he is in what they're laughingly calling his vehicle mode. And, yeah. Like I said, this thing is disappointment in vehicle mode. That's what the name of this vehicle mode is. It's called disappointment. Not truck mode, disappointment mode. Because just look at that, man. I mean, he just... he's sticking out all the way, which is acceptable, you know, for some primes, because, you know, it doesn't... the feet don't transform themselves. They just sort of fold out or up, you know, or fold down. But this thing is just... It's just disappointment, because his arms are just right there. He's just his whole torso right there. I mean, it's that thing is disappointment. Oh, forget my mess over there. My workspace is cluttered. But this thing is it's terrible. There's no getting around it. This thing is terrible. I mean, it's terrible. Quick comparison, we'll set him over there. Here's Voyager Ratchet for a quick comparison. So, yeah, there you go. He's a big boy, and there. He's a big boy. It's just disappointment. That is what this mode is. Disappointment mode. I don't know what else to say about it. I mean, I like the red colors. Maybe if they would have continued it, maybe. I don't know. You know, I'm trying to make a gem out of this, and it's not really. This mode just looks terrible. I mean, do I suggest it? Yes, a loose yes. I mean, it looks good in robot mode, and if you like to make customs, you know, you could paint this thing up, and it would look really good in robot mode. And all of that would be lost as soon as you went to this. every bit of work you put into this would be lost as soon as you went into this mode, because this is disappointment. I just, you know, you got some, I forgot to mention it, you got some black and some blue there going on, you know. This could use more color. I mean, it just needed more paint, a lot more paint. The paint they do have on here, this is all paint. This is paint, this is paint, that's paint, that's all paint, because it's all gray plastic, as you can see. So all the colors you do see, the reds and blues, that's all painted. Everything else is just this gray plastic. Oh, this is not transformed correctly. See that? I didn't got Don't got that pegged in. There we go. There we go. And now that's right. It's just still disappointing. It's, I'm not gonna try to make this into a gem because it's not. I mean, there's how the axe I was talking about stores in here. It's just this thing. It's not a great toy for robot mode. I mean, kids might like it. Rolls fairly well on some small plastic wheels there, new plastic wheels, but honestly, the robot mode is where all the fun is. That's just being honest. It's just there. So, that's just being honest. Is all the fun is in the robot mode. That's really where all of the fun lies, in the robot mode, because everything else is crap. Swing this up. Swing that up. That tabs in. Tabs in. Come on. Tabs in. There we go. Do the same for the other side. Tabs in. Lock that down. Swing. Get that loose. Get that loose. Swing leg down. Swing leg down. Spin up. Turn around. Push forward. There we go. Turn those fists around. Boom. This, for some reason, slides. I'm not sure why it slides, but it slides. You can actually pull it out. So, I don't know why you'd want to do that, but you can. Put that back in there. There we go. Spin that head around. There we go. And he's back in the robot mode, which is where I recommend leaving him. Because the vehicle mode is disappointing. You can store the axe there if you want. Again, I like to store it at an angle this way. That's just me. But anyway, there you go. There's my look at the Ultimate Energon Optimus Prime from Transformers 1. And it's a loose recommend for me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button. It's really important that you hit that like button. You know, I have a Patreon. I don't do much with it. To be honest, I don't know why anybody would want to join my Patreon. I don't really know. I haven't done anything in months. So, beyond all that, be good to each other.